We're back on Brawl Hallows Eve, live from Vancouver.
Edmonton.
And it's time for the Interprovincial Championship match. The title to be defended by the current champion, the 5-star icon, Nick Nova.
The following contest is a triple threat tables, ladders,
I believe that this man is past his prime.
Making his way to the ring from Windsor, Ontario,
To go
Canada,
back to wrestling at the mall.
225 pounds.
Wearing his pay-per-view attire, I see.
That's right,
Some
showing
say he
up.
bought that attire years ago at Jeans Expert.
He's been saving it for this night, this moment. It all led to this. From humble beginnings to championship status in NGPW. Unofficially sponsored by Jeans Experts. Canadian
Nobody
legend.
has ever attached the word humble to Nick Nova.
I believe I just did.
I
thought you were
believe
doing
you're
the old jingle for
wrong.
a second there. I thought you were going to say when you started with nobody, I thought you were going to say treat you better than Jeans Experts. Nobody.
If I had remembered the catchphrase, I definitely would have went with that.
Next up, NGPW. And the first challenger tonight.
And his opponents, first from
Coming down to the ring on the heels of an undefeated streak.
315 pounds.
Still undefeated in NGPW, a force to be reckoned with.
He
The
doesn't even know what
Scrunch.
city he's in.
Some
even
say
tell him
that
what
his
venue
knee
to go.
pads were class pets.
He made stew with them.
But he still wanted to keep them with him always. Cherish the memories. He had to do anything he could to survive on the hard streets, and still does, despite being under contract in NGPW. It's a lifestyle choice. Quote, the Scrunch.
Just as how he was raised.
He don't know none better. Another quote.
Definitely
from
going
the Scrunch.
to bring down the legacy of this title if he walks away with it.
That is a bold statement, but could be accurate.
Weighing in at 228 pounds.
Triple X Xander Lovecraft making his way into the match, having fought tooth and nail to get to this point in the division, despite sustaining several injuries over the course of the last few weeks here. And he's come
And quoted
prepared.
as calling himself the Beast of Beauty. Still suffering several injuries from Big Bubba Thunder's match.
Those injuries apparent with the bruises and bandages all over the body of Xander Lovecraft, who looks like he
Still
wants the
not
bell to
cleared
ring.
wrestle. He wants to get this on. He doesn't know how long the painkillers will last.
That's a good point. And he opens up with a big miss on the Scrunch, who runs wildly around the ring. Nick Nova sizing up his
Big
competition
tilt-a-whirl
here.
PDT. Nova targeting the few areas that aren't bandaged just.
Snapmare to the Scrunch as he walks away in disgust. Xander Lovecraft courageously striking on the Scrunch, who just slaps him away. Heavy elbow there from Lovecraft. And a huge
American
poison
Raw.
rana. Nick
Ooh,
Nova,
slaps away the drop kick.
big flatliner from the
Jesus Christ.
champion. Oh, the Scrunch. Big suplex toss there. And another American
Poison
Rana.
Rana.
Float over DDT attempt by the champion,
Punch to the
unsuccessful. Questionable low blows there. Sit down power bomb.
Powerbomb.
That definitely wrenched the already braced neck of Xander Lovecraft, who's been in trouble in this match since the moment he came out of the entranceway. Sit down pile driver. Putting the exclamation point on my statement with that move, Nick Nova. Double underhook from the scrunch, but Nova slips out of it. Brings Scrunch back to his feet. He's got to stay in control of the big man or risk serious injury. Facing off against this abominable behemoth of a brawler. Off the middle rope, big jump and a miss. Kick to the midsection from the scrunch, and the heaviest of forearms sends the champion down, vulnerable now. Brought back to his feet, snap bared back down to the mat. The scrunch can't decide what to do with him as he lands a huge right hand. Double axe handle. He's scrunging out here. Nick Nova trying to settle him down in the corner, but he cannot. Big belly bop from the scrunch, puts the champion down. Xander Lovecraft distracts him, but eats a boot to the midsection for his efforts. Can Nova capitalize on the distraction?
Steel steps out of the ring.
Irish whips him into scrunch. Could that be a sign of teamwork between these two? Perhaps not. A drop kick to the back of the champion.
Oh no.
Oh, huge slam.
Xander's legs are in egg.
I don't know how he's still standing after that. Nick Nova catches the leg of the scrunch. Forearm. Another forearm. Irish whips him off the ropes. Looks to duck under for a neck breaker and nails it.
On the table.
Excellent throw by Xander Lovecraft. Puts Scrunch to the outside of the ring. As Nick Nova. Nick Nova's got him on the top.
Gets this off.
He's in a lot of trouble here. Xander Lovecraft, those bruised ribs. Oh, Falcon Arrow onto the table. I hear it hurts more.
On them legs.
Especially when it's not folded out. A chant of "This is awesome" from the fans now as the Scrunch takes control. Jawbreaker to the big fuzzy beard of the Scrunch. Nick Nova losing focus. Eats a bunch of uppercuts to the ribs. They've gotta hurt. Launched into the ropes now. The Scrunch grabbed from behind by Xander Lovecraft. Takes control from behind. No stranger to those words in his career. Drop kick.
Or in his personal life.
That's right.
$20 is $20. Nick Nova trying to dominate the Scrunch.
Unsuccessfully.
Scrunch changing his mind.
Irish whips him. Going for a choke slam. Nova fights out of it, but can't escape the tornado DDT on the table.
The table. Oh my God.
What a maneuver from the Scrunch. Irish whip, but dodges the drop kick. Not that one. Snap suplex onto that table. Oh, what a drop kick. Xander Lovecraft is hulking out and taking control. Big kick to the midsection here to the Scrunch. Package backbreaker. What a move. Nick Nova setting up the table. Boom!
With the Superman punch.
Both missing. Oh, the stomp from Lovecraft. Nova trying to get back to his feet. Xander Lovecraft cutting him off. Oh, the disrespect. Nova's not going to stand for that. Big belly bop from the Scrunch out of nowhere. Nick Nova going for a snap suplex. Hopefully onto that table. No, the Scrunch able to slip out, of course. How could I not see that coming? Chop block. Oh no, he's going for the Scrunch slam. Just missing those stairs by an inch. And dirty stomps from Xander Lovecraft, who wipes the sweat of his brow onto Nova before landing a huge elbow. The champion rolls out.
Off the elbow. Does the belly bop, chop block to the single leg. Missed the clothesline. Caught the boost.
Oh my god.
Hard forearm.
What an elbow from the
Hard elbow.
scrunch. Misses with the lariat. What a Spanish fly. How appropriate. He'd put him out with that. Nick Nova ducking the forearm with a chair shot. You don't see that every day. And now chair shots for all. No, Xander Lovecraft. Is that enough? Jabs. Oh, I think he's going for that. Yes, that
There we go,
patented.
the 360 deep pile driver. Onto the chair.
Oh! Oh! Disrespect from the scrunch to boot. No pun intended. Tornado DDT from Lovecraft. This is Lovecraft's chance. He could win it all here and turn the entire recent misgivings. No! Nova with a DDT.
Hopefully
And the
that mask
scrunch
stops
quick to
some of
roll
that
in.
damage.
Oh, what a drop kick.
Oh, Xander blinded.
That mask throwing off his depth perception, perhaps.
Several
Hiding.
punches to the groin.
That mask, however, hides the disfigured, broken face of the once pretty Xander Lovecraft, injured in a match with Bubba Thunder weeks ago. Oh, what a spiral DDT maneuver from the scrunch, who reverses Nova's attempt at a finish. Big forearm. What's he going for now? No, scrunch turns him down with a belly bop.
Walking over the champion like just so much sidewalk garbage.
This is Scrunch's chance. Irish whipping him into the ropes, ducks down. He's going for a huge choke slam, but no. Nova fights out of it. Oh, what's this? We've seen this recently from Nova. The Northern Lights and the spinning neck breaker. He calls that the 5-star finish. Xander turns away in fear, or perhaps not. Backflips out of the back suplex, got him on the shoulders for a huge Death Valley driver. Scrunch lies motionless. Nova goes for a chop block, but Xander backs out of it. He's going to go for a suplex of his own here. Nova cuts him off. Oh, Scrunch with a huge power slam. Nova.
Xander caught on.
Scrunch back in control here, it would seem. Able to cut off the steam. No. Xander Lovecraft fighting out of it. That DDT once more. And a big drop kick from Nova. A quick trip from Xander. Charlie horsing that leg. He's got him on the shoulders again. Nova slips out of it easily. And a rake to the eyes.
Raking the one good.
Nova, known for his ruthlessness. Overhand right blocked by the scrunch and the biggest of headbutts. Nova kips up out of it though with a flying forearm.
I was hitting punch so much and nothing happened.
Scrunch is in trouble now. The 5-star frog splash. Oh, and Nova powdering his ribs on the mat there as the scrunch adds to the damage with another belly bop. Xander Lovecraft just remembered it's a ladder match along with the rest of us as he slides the ladder back in the ring. Scrunch cuts him off with a back suplex to the apron. The champion slowly getting to his feet.
In Xander's future.
And pass.
Oh, the champion is split.
The blood trickling down now from the scrunch's brutal attack as he goes for another and lands a huge move on the champion, who rolls out. Xander Lovecraft perhaps trying to go for the title in the briefcase, but no. Gets greedy, goes for a chair attack, shrugged off by the scrunch, whose attack himself is shrugged off by Xander, who lands a huge spinning stunner. Xander's got the ladder. This could be it. Nova back in the ring. Biffs a leg drop for no reason. Got his moves mixed up, or perhaps his indicators.
Same thing to the ladder for no reason.
Bit of confusion here. These men could have head trauma from this match. Possible CTE signs here. But anything goes on Brawl Hallows Eve in NGPW.
Xander losing it.
Nova just
Double axe handle to the scrunch. Scrunch freaking.
What happened
Xander
to
telling him to calm down.
these two all having words with one another before our eyes. And Xander comes out on top of the exchange right after. But not for long. Jawbreaker from Nova. Oh, he spins out of that with a lariat, though. Nova catches the foot. Tandem forearms from the competition. Xander Lovecraft still fighting back against all odds here and injuries. No doubt Nova keeping all this committed to memory for possible recruitment and future 5-star factions. Irish whips Xander into the corner and puts him prone.
Oh no, into the tree.
Scrunch with a double axe handle. Failing with the overhand right. Oh, the super kick finds nothing.
The broken ocular socket up Xander.
Nova was going for something big there, but the scrunch going for that scrunch slam. Nova trying to roll away here on instinct because he's got to be out cold. Xander Lovecraft. Big kick to the small of the back on the scrunch.
Got him right in scrunch butt.
Oh, he's trying to pull a face right off of the scrunch. Scrunch powers out of it. Jawbreaker by Xander.
Oh, Nova lands the elbow on the scrunch there, but hurts himself on the turtle shell. Xander ducks a clothesline, but not that fist. Or the super kick.
Not that super kick.
Spins right back up into an overhand right. Oh, but elbows his way out of what I'm sure was a 5-star signature. And now we've seen this before. We've seen this before from the Lovemaker, Xander Lovecraft.
It's called Take It All.
Oh, and Nova's got no choice but to take it. Trying not to give in to the will of Xander Lovecraft. Fighting desperately in the submission move. That is not a surprise to anyone in attendance or watching at home. That sick son of a bitch, the scrunch, taking pleasure in another man's torment. As Xander Lovecraft really needs to let go of this before the scrunch goes for the belt. Nova has no choice but to let him tap him out, so that Xander Lovecraft may be able to stop the scrunch, who comes off the top rope with a double axe handle. And now he's climbing for the briefcase that contains the Interprovincial Championship. Could the undefeated streak for the scrunch continue here with a championship reign? Both men frantically trying to stop him in his tracks. Xander Lovecraft attacking the buttocks. Nick Nova coming from the top. Xander with a big power bomb. Nick Nova reaching.
That doesn't work, Xander. That doesn't work. They never tipped. Oh, it actually did. Holy shit. Anytime I tried to just stand there.
Yeah, it's tricky. I find anyway, too. Was that an homage to the great Ramsey Hamilton we just saw? Could he be signaling an imminent victory?
Xander making his way to the top of the ladder. Scrunch docking him from the other side. Oh,
that
Xander
was
taking the hell of the elevator down.
That was one way to get down those stairs. Russian leg sweep from Nova, who's also hurt desperately.
Xander's had better days.
Oh, what a throw from the scrunch. That was amazing. And now the clubbing right hands are cut off from Xander Lovecraft, who dives off the top rope with an unsuccessful drop kick. And the scrunch driving the tortoise shell into the face of Xander Lovecraft, which can't take much more damage as these weeks go on. Big forearm from the champion.
Oh, that mask is gold pressed platinum.
Oh, Scrunch fighting out of that finisher with a huge headbutt, going for a power slam. Nova with a reverse DDT. Oh, Xander caught the right hand. What a kick. Going for a suplex, and he nails it. Pulling that right out of the repertoire of the champion. Used on himself by Lovecraft.
Oh, Xander almost had Scrunch out of the ring. Oh no, the power of Scrunch.
Just effortlessly throws Xander around. But he's cut off by the champion. Temporary alliance made here, but not for long.
Yeah, temporary. Look at him presenting.
He presented that forearm, and it was rejected by Nova.
Hard boots by the current champion. Oh, kick to the spine.
Oh, body avalanche.
Xander couldn't afford his medical bills anywhere but Canada.
Oh, Scrunch has him up. The champion is down. A sickening crunch.
Oh!
What a maneuver!
That defied gravity, that.
This is Xander Lovecraft's chance to obtain the
climbing the ladder.
boyhood dream. Could it all come true for Triple X Xander Lovecraft? Scrunch trying to cut him off at the pass. Swinging wildly, dizzy and dazed. He hits him again. Nova climbing to the top.
Oh, Xander's down.
The Scrunch looking to stop Nova now.
He can't.
Oh.
Oh, was like right at it, eh?
I suppose it was. The champion retains amid controversy after an epic match here. Mixed message from the audience, a symphony of mixed boos and cheers.
Ooh.
The icon remains the Interprovincial champion.
That case was never fully released from the